An authorization, assemble my equipment and supplies, make sure that I don my protective equipment. Good morning, Ms. Miles. My name is Journey Williams. I'll be your CNA for today, and today I'm just going to be assisting you with some activities of daily living. Is that okay with you?
Yes.
All right, great. So first, I'm going to have you do some hand hygiene. So you can put your hands in the basin for me, please. Okay. All right. Putting soap on the patient's hands. Okay. Rub them together. And you can rinse now. All right. I'm gonna take the basin. You can dry your hands off on the towel. All right. So I'm gonna get the towel from you. Okay. Now I'm just gonna have you sit on the bedpan. I'm gonna warm it up. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll you onto your left side, okay? So if you could cross your arms over your chest and then cross this leg over the other. On the count of 3, I'm gonna roll you. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna position the bedpan correctly underneath you and then roll you back on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm gonna have you readjust. Are you uncomfortable?
No, I've just never had a bed.
Okay. You'll sit up a little bit for me, please. Just so you'll have a natural seated position while you're eliminating. All right. I'm gonna cover you up. I'm gonna make sure that you have tissue and the call light in reach when you're ready to wipe. And press this button when you need me. I'm gonna come, okay? All right, so I'm going to answer the call light immediately. And then I'm just going to get the bedpan from you. So we're going to do the turn again. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can turn back over. Great. I'm going to cover it. And make sure I place it on to a chair beside me or an area beside me with the covering. All right, Ms. Miles, I'm just going to do some pericare for you. Is that all right? Great. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that I cover you. I have a linen protector under you so that no water or soap gets on the bed. Okay. So I'm just going to lift your gown up just a little bit. I'm going to make sure you're still covered. All right. So I'm going to get the first washcloth, make sure that it's wet. Wring it out a little bit. Put a little bit of soap. Okay. And I'm just going to spread the labia, clean one side using a different part of the washcloth each time. Okay. Get my other washcloth to rinse, following the same method, spreading the labia, and using a clean side of the washcloth each time. And then getting a clean towel to dry. Okay. And then I'm just going to turn you on your side, and we're going to clean the rectal area. All right. So get in my first washcloth. I'm going to apply soap. To clean the rectal area using a different part of the washcloth each time. Okay. Second washcloth. to rinse using a different part. And my third dry towel to dry. Okay, I'm gonna dispose of all of my dirty linens. I'm gonna make sure that I empty, rinse, and dry the basin and return it to the dirty supply area. I'm gonna turn you back on your correct side. Okay, in proper body alignment. I'm gonna remove the linen protector from under you. And make sure you're comfortable, okay? I'm gonna make sure that my area is neat and clean, and I'm gonna raise the side rail, and then I'm going to go into the bathroom to take care of the measurement of the input and output. Okay, so I'm gonna place the bedpan onto the sink. I'm going to uncover it. And I'm going to pour the contents of the bedpan into the cylinder, the graduated container, making sure that I do not spill. I'm going to cover the container. Rinse the bedpan. And I'm going to pour the rinse into the toilet. I'm going to spray this with disinfectant, rinse it again. Dry it and then replace it in the patient's unit. Now I'm just going to observe the specimen. Come closer. So I'm going to make sure that I view it at eye level, and the contents are at 850 or 875 cc's. Okay, I'm going to make sure that I check the color of the urine sample, and if necessary, I will save it. But in this case, I do not have to, so I'm going to dispose of it also in the toilet. Spray with this disinfectant. Rinse well. Again, pouring the rinse into the toilet. I'm going to empty and dry it. Replace it in the patient's unit, and then I'm going to flush the toilet. Afterwards, I will record on the input and output chart that my patient output 875 cc's of urination. I'm going to make note for the nurse if I find any abnormalities. All right, now I'm just going to position you on your side, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what we're going to do is you're going to roll towards me, all right? So we're going to cross the arms first. Put this leg on top of the other. And on the count of 3, we're going to roll. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put a pillow behind your back, one in between your legs. Okay. And another one just right underneath your arm to promote proper body alignment. And then I'm just gonna cover you back up. I'm gonna make sure that you have the call signal. If you need anything, just let me know, okay?
Okay.
After that, I'm just gonna remove my gloves. Mask. And my gown, making sure not to touch it at all. Dispose of them properly on the inside of the patient's room, and then I'm going to leave.